Kaspa's price has been impressively stable, holding tight between 6 and 8 cents. After falling over 50% from its May high near 16 cents, the freefall has halted. Now it's coiling. And coiling often leads to a breakout, up or down. What happened this week? Yesterday we mentioned a critical resistance at 7.775 cents. We said a close above that on solid volume could open the gates toward 8.2 to 8.5 cents. Guess what? Kaspa closed at 7.776 cents. That's a win. Not a breakout, but a signal that bulls are starting to lean forward. Meanwhile, the sideways grind we predicted between 7.35 and 7.75 cents, nailed it. The market respected that range to the letter. Chart analysis, rounded bottom forming, zoom out. And here's what we see. Kaspa's sharp downtrend is cooling off into a consolidation phase. And right at the core of this consolidation, a rounded bottom is beginning to form. This is subtle, but critical. Rounded bottoms often precede trend reversals. They signal that accumulation is happening, quietly without hype, while weak hands exit and strong hands reload. If price holds above 7.775 cents and volume starts climbing, this rounded base could transform into a launch pad. Let's be specific. Immediate resistance, 8 cents, this is the trigger. If Kaspa convincingly clears this level, the door opens to 8.5 cents, then 9 cents. Next, major target 10 cents. This is the psychological ceiling. If Kaspa breaks 10 cents, retail attention floods back in. Immediate support, 7.35 cents. A drop below here brings us back to the mid-range chop zone. Major downside level, 6 cents. If this breaks, expect a slide toward 5.2 to 5 cents, but we're not seeing signs of that yet. Alright, so let's break down what the technical indicators are showing us on the daily time frame. The 9-day simple moving average, well, price is just hovering a bit above it, giving us a small bullish edge. Volume's pretty low right now, but compression like this often comes before a big expansion. The MACD is flattening out, not quite crossing bullish yet. The RSI is sitting neutral, right around 50, so there aren't any extreme conditions there. Basically, the market's just waiting for a trigger, either a breakout confirmation or a rejection. So, what could happen next? Let's map out the 3 possible scenarios. First, the bullish scenario. If price breaks above 8 cents with volume, that confirms the rounded bottom and could send Kaspa up toward 9 or even 10 cents. In this case, bulls would regain short-term control. Second, the neutral scenario price keeps ping-ponging between 6.5 and 8 cents. Sideways action continues as traders wait for a catalyst, maybe some news, a spike in volume, or even Bitcoin's next move. And finally, the bearish scenario. If Kaspa drops below 6.5 cents, it loses support and probably tests the 6-cent zone again. That would invalidate the rounding structure and honestly likely shake out a lot of weaker longs. So, just to wrap things up, Kaspa is in a holding pattern right now, but it's the kind of technical holding pattern that actually matters. The sharp drop has cooled off, and this sideways structure is showing some base building behavior. The next clean move above 8 cents could really shift momentum back toward the bulls. And hey, this isn't about hype. This is about setup. Your eyes locked on, volume spikes a break above 8 cents and the reaction around 8.5 to 9 cents. That's where the story will really be told. If you appreciate no fluff, chart-driven crypto content, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon. This way you'll never miss the setups that others only talk about after they happen. Also, drop a comment. Are you bullish or bearish on KS? I'm reading everything, and I'd really love to hear your take. Thanks for riding with me here on TJ Crypto World. If you're holding Kaspa, you need to see this next. Is Kaspa ready for a Q3 explosion? On-chain and technicals reveal the truth. Or check out top 3 altcoins building real utility during the bear. Remember, it's not about chasing pumps. It's about positioning before momentum hits. See you in the next one. And as always, keep your edge sharp.